When Sony did their State of Play back on January 31st, much like every Final Fantasy fan, I was excited at the end when they announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was going to be getting its own State of Play separately instead of featuring a trailer at the end. But probably for different reasons than most. I guess you could say it was more of a relief than excitement. It means that I'm not going to have to watch footage of the game. And you might be wondering why I wouldn't want to watch more footage of a game that I'm looking forward to. That's because I really don't want anything spoiled. This typically happens as I begin to approach the last few months before a game launches. The marketing cycle goes crazy with new trailers, screenshots, interviews, and also playable demos, and especially with Square Enix games, I've learned that any trailer labeled Final from Square Enix is ripe for spoilers. So rest assured I'm staying the hell away from this trailer they put out not too long ago. I knew this even at the time that Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. I deliberately chose not to watch the final trailer. After I finished playing Final Fantasy VII Remake myself, I decided out of curiosity to see what was shown in the trailer, and boy, was I glad that I hadn't seen it. They literally showed the part where Barrett gets stabbed by Sephiroth in the Shinra headquarters. They showed parts of the Rufus fight, and even Hell House. And you might think to yourself that since it's a remake, they can't really spoil major elements of the story, since I already know the story, and, well, for starters, that isn't true in the case of Barrett stabbing because, well, that was an unexpected change from the original game's plot. But in general, it's actually even more of a reason to not watch all of the trailers because it's a remake. You see, that's part of the surprise of playing these remakes, is seeing the spectacle of what things look like. So simply seeing something as simple as Rufus's face or the Shinra headquarters itself, or even the Hell House itself, is taking away from the experience of playing the game. And in the case of the Hell House, it's even worse, because if I had watched the final trailer before playing the game, for example, as soon as I entered the Coliseum for the first time, I would have been able to very easily make the connection that this is where you would fight the Hell House, and would be anticipating the match to occur, and when the game kept stringing me along all of the fights, I probably would have been able to predict as soon as Don Corneo extended the tournament to one more match, that it would be against the Hell House. But because I never saw that trailer, not only was I completely shocked that the tournament continued, but I was also completely shocked when they revealed that the fight was going to be against the Hell House. It was a huge entrance, and I was both cackling with laughter and antsy with excitement that they had pulled off such a ridiculous feat, and in a completely unexpected way. Had I watched the trailer, my reaction would be, oh, this is cool. Yeah, I saw this in the trailer. Needless to say, I would rather have the experience of cackling with laughter at the ridiculous nature of its appearance. And so, you might be wondering why I wouldn't want to play the demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I mean, it's only the Nibelheim part, and if you play it once, you can skip it when the game actually releases. Sure, it's not a bad deal, but let's be real. Do I want to wait to continue playing the rest of the game a month later? It's kind of like jerking off. Ain't nobody want to be interrupted in the process, if you know what I mean. Once you start, you gotta go to completion, bro. Once I start Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm not gonna want to stop until I've completed it. Capiche? So until then, I'm just gonna go ahead and put myself into a coma, and I'm hoping one of you wakes me up when it comes out.